Looking for easy and unique ways to increase your product sales? Let's get to it. What's up, everyone? My name is Sal Sankata, and today I'm here on a new series from H&H Color Lab called Blank Canvas. And on this series, we're going to introduce a bunch of professional photographers who are doing this for a living, and we're going to share insights and ideas and just different ways of thinking about it. So let's get started. First up, we've got Jenny Polite from Jenny Polite Photography. Sorry.
Can you feel the murder?
Yeah.
The murder eyes?
I do, but we'll keep it. Okay. Jenny, let's talk a little bit about your name. Is it polite to say Polite? What should we do?
It's polite to say Polite.
It's polite to say Polite. So let's restart, shall we? We've got Jenny Polite from Jenny Polite. You got to look at the camera so we do this right. We've got, make sure you're smiling, will you?
I'm smiling this whole time.
We've got Jenny Polite from Jenny Polite Photography joining us. We've got Chase Ashurst. Am I saying that right? Or Ashurst?
My ass does not hurt.
What is happening?
I
This is
didn't say
unhinged.
Ashurst.
You did.
No, I did
you
not.
said Ashurst.
I said Ashurst or
Chase's ass hurts. And we don't know
Sean,
why.
drinking.
Look,
More on
listen,
that.
everybody. This is our first episode. There may not be a second.
Oh my
We
God,
don't
I'm
know.
sweating.
All right, from
Ashurst.
thank you,
There you
thank
go.
you. From Rise Studio, we have the always beautiful and sexy Alyssa Sankata from Salvatore Sankata Photography, and then of course myself, your host, Sal Sankata. We are going to try and keep this serious, but I doubt it. All right, so Chase.
Yes, sir.
Let's get started on this. What is one product you're selling right now that surprises clients and actually sells better than you expected?
Our albums, hands down. We do a lot of high school seniors, and so when they come in, they're already a little overwhelmed because we show it on a big screen. I help them narrow it down, and they get it down to 40 or 50, and they go, now what? But I go, well, if you like an album, you're done. You're finished. And so when they come in, they have all of them laid out, different types, different sizes, and it's an easy sell. And that top sell then trickles down to smaller sales.
So does it matter what kind of album you're selling, or is it just the fact that it's an album?
Well, I think the fact that it's an album that they get the collection of all their favorite stuff in the book. And then after that, there's a discount on smaller pictures. So I say, hey, take the album home, look through it, let grandma see it, and then around Christmas time, call me and order more prints if you want to. But it also depends on the style. So we have a leather wrap that they have that's great for the guys that are a little more rustic. You have a smaller 8x8 that is a little bit more shiny, but the bigger ones, the leather wraps, then you go, wait, hey, that comes with this size portrait. So there's obviously incentives to it, but I think the convenience is the best part.
All right. Alyssa, what's your what's our runaway product?
You don't even know.
I really don't know. That's why I'm looking at
Yeah.
you. Thank God we have you on the show today.
No,
or God knows what I would say.
Yeah. Well, you'd probably be right.
Yeah.
Oddly enough, the number one pull-through item for us is framed canvas. And I think it's because we've got all these prints on the wall. We've got a whole wall installation of family, like the big family portrait with the flanking kids on on the sides. And then we also have these like small format versions. So in our packages, the top package has a framed canvas, and I get to show them every single frame option color, different pictures on it. You see it on a wall, you can hold it in person. So it's easy to feel it and touch it and see it, and that's what they love.
And that's a great point, right? And I'm sure, Chase, you agree, like putting it in their hands,
always
that tactile experience.
But it's not really practical to put a 30 by 40 frame canvas in their hands.
Yeah.
So that small form, I think they're 10 by 10 or 11 by 14.
We call them table sizes.
Yeah.
You know, what's the difference between a table size and a portrait size? Well, portraits is what you can hang on the wall that you're not going to hold in your hand or be on a coffee table. But right in front of them is the consultations and the sales. So they can see and hold and touch.
Exactly.
The different styles of printing, which we love the Masonite that they offer. Paper, pick it up, let your kid throw it. We don't care, but also see how durable that is.
Yep.
Those albums are amazing, but they are long lasting. So feel that page, feel the texture of it.
Yep.
So it's,
The albums going through like the corners too is a big thing. Like showing the difference between a well handmade album and just a machine made album.
Yep.
It's an easy upsell.
Yeah.
So, Jenny, are we doing things differently in Kentucky? Like, what's going on down there? Share the tea, Jenny.
Share the tea, spill the tea. So I have to agree. That's one of my top sellers as well. But I have to also say, when people come in to my studio, I have just kind of everything laid out as far as albums, and I have stuff all over the walls. One of the biggest things that jump out to my clients, no matter what genre, they come in and they see that 20 by 30 on the wall metal edge. Mm-hmm. And all of them just walk up to it and they're like,
that's cool.
Is that glass? Look at her eyes. Look at these colors. Like the colors just... So that's a huge one. And again, it's flip-flop because it's between that and the metal cover albums. So
Oh,
I
cool.
have, So say for my wedding couples, and I have this,
Like full metal covers?
yeah,
Interesting.
love it because again, it looks more like glass, like acrylic, but again, they associate it more with glass and just I've never seen anything like this before. Of course, that's what you want to hear because it's like,
Right.
yeah, that's what I got. I'm
Yeah, the
selling
cash register's
right.
ringing.
So yeah, they see that, and again, no matter what genre, because I shoot families, babies, maternity, kids, seniors, everything. They walk in and they're just drawn to that because they go over and pick it up, like he said, tangibly, you can flip through it, and they're just, everything's lay flat, and it's just amazing. So I've had actual families kind of fight over the albums. And it's not just the metal cover,
Like
but that's what draws people
Fist
in.
fights or
Close.
It's Kentucky,
like,
they throw down.
enough.
Especially
we'll
when she
have
involves the bourbon
so
with it.
extended families, yeah. So extended families
Before
will
or
come
after
in.
drinking. That's right.
Yeah. That might work its way in
Yes,
sometimes. But moms, if we do extended families, so you have grandma sitting there, and usually she's the one who gets the album, right? The family album. Well, I've had adult kids sit there and say, "When Mom dies, it's mine."
Nice.
And I'm like, I love where your head's at, even though it's morbid. I love it.
Yeah.
So, but that's what it's all about is the heirloom quality of these albums getting passed down. Again, no matter what the genre.
That's cool.
I think that's key. Like you have to have the product showing it to people for them to understand the value of it. It can't just be an album, right? Because I can get an album anywhere. It can't just be a print. I can get a print anywhere. So that's fair enough. So, Alyssa, how early in the process are you starting to plant seeds about products?
So we start with our communication from that first initial inquiry. We say, "You'll come."
Can I reframe this?
Yeah.
So a lot of photographers will think that, and we'll hear it all the time, my clients only want digital files. I don't know how you guys feel. Obviously, I feel like I don't want to deliver the digital files, but I would say, and I'm assuming you'll agree, or we'll have to kick you off the show. But I'm assuming you'll.
Fast. We're like a minute in.
It just happens
Okay.
fast. That's how it happens. But I'm assuming you'll agree that the people who come to us are not 9.5 out of 10 are not looking for digital only because they know our process. They know what
Sometimes, but they're pretty clear in their communication right up front. That'll be, I'll send the initial inquiry response email, and immediately they're like, "What are digital files?" And I know, I'll tell them what the price is. I'll tell them their digitals are included in some of our packages, not all of them. But we are a full service studio that specializes in heirloom quality products for your family to enjoy for years to come. That's kind of our shtick, and I'm okay saying that right in the beginning.
You're setting the tone.
Absolutely. And in that initial inquiry email, that response, we're also saying you'll come in 2 weeks after your shoot to view and order your pictures. I say that so many times, so they know
You and
day
order.
one, you're going to look at them, you're going to buy them.
You set it up.
Yep. But then you on the photo shoot, you're talking about it as you're shooting. You're like, "This is going to look amazing." It's like a big 30 by 40. You're talking about how they're going to have to take out a second mortgage.
I do that all the time.
Yeah,
I
it's great.
encourage them to take out second mortgages.
On top of the consultation, they see it all. But while the mom is waiting and watching their kid get taken the pictures, the albums, the prints, everything are right on this table.
So
while they're
we
bored,
go
they're
on
flipping
location.
through it. And we do both. So they come in the studio, and then we go outside and on location. So it helps.
Yep,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Jenny, what about you? How are you doing this with your studio? When are you planting the seeds that we're thinking about product?
Same initial response when they reach out. And again, if they do ask for digitals, that's about kind of what I answer with, because I do sell them in groups if they're interested still, but it's got to be, something where I can still profit.
Right.
But 9 times out of 10, when they are reaching out to me, they already know what I'm about because been doing this close to 11 years. My reputation's kind of out there that, hey, she's expensive, but hey, you get amazing stuff, and she is
best
like the best
reputation.
in
It's
this
a good reputation to
yeah,
have.
it's a good reputation. I mean, that's the reputation you hear about. Maybe it's not so good on the other
Right.
side, but that's what the one I hear about. So it's a good one.
That's all that matters.
That's all that matters.
Don't read the Yelp reviews.
But I start from
Jenny
the
has
initial
affirmation posts on her mirror.
Right.
in her
You are
bedroom.
enough.
I'm really quite something.
Yeah.
Come to
You
me.
have a good reputation.
You are enough.
You are not.
All right, Chase, when are you starting this conversation with clients? Like, how are you planting the seed that this is about product, longevity?
We like to be transparent, just like I think y'all are. Is when you come into the consultation, here's the pricing immediately on the screen. Here are the products, and this is what you're getting into. And so they can immediately see it, touch it, and you walk in, like you said, you see it on the wall, display it, so they can visualize it in their room, on their coffee table. And when they talk about the whole digital thing, it's like, well, yeah, we offer it, but this is what we mostly want. And if you don't buy the rights, we're never deleting. We're weird. We don't delete the picture, so they know they can order it anytime in the future at any moment. So that helps us too. So right out the gate, they know exactly what's you're about, like you said, Jenny, and say, and then when they come back, we reiterate this too.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's important. Jenny, let's come back to you. What's one change you've made that made a big difference in your product sales over the
Product
years?
sales
It
or
doesn't
just-
have to be recent. Like, what's
Gotcha.
something that, another photographer watching this who maybe isn't doing IPS or something to that effect, what's a change you made that kind of got you to that next level?
From shoot and burn to IPS or just within
You take it
IPS?
wherever you
All
want to
around?
go. I like that.
So the first major
Were you a
change-
shoot and burner?
Yeah.
God, I wonder what your reputation was then.
Oh man, I had to
Amazing.
build my name up from the ground, y'all. So I think I have a good reputation. But anyway, I have.
We'll find out
worked-
after the show.
We're going to do some digging.
Yeah, we'll see when this comes out. So no, when I started years ago, I was outworking everybody. I would always work harder than everyone, even if the talent wasn't quite there yet. I was like, I'm going to work my butt off and get to where I want to be. So no, the first 5 years, I was hardcore shoot and burner. It was hard, and I would be working late nights. My husband would go to work at night and come back in the morning, and I'm still up working. So that got old.
Naturally.
Naturally, right? So I found out through Shutterfest, honestly, about something called IPS, where you do in-product sales, in-person sales, to correct myself. And you don't just sell the digitals, you sell artwork, you sell heirlooms, you sell stuff that you're technically already selling with digitals, but it really means a lot more through this. So I really did believe in that too. So walking into that, again, huge turn in my business. The biggest change and the best profit from doing that.
So for you, it was moving from shoot and burn to IPS.
Oh,
That was the
good
big
God,
thing.
yes. Yeah, I
Okay.
remember the year and the month I switched over even, because it's like you have to dig in and get your samples out and ready before you had that next client come in.
Yeah,
And
you're not going to do IPS without product.
No. And
Yeah.
I
Imagine
remember,
this
Yeah.
on your wall.
That's right.
Yes.
Show 'em a white
them,
wall
lead them
behind
the
you.
way.
Here's a picture
Yes.
on the internet of
Yeah,
it,
yeah.
and picture it there.
And I remember the very first client I had come in, it was a senior session. And I had the sample album made just for them, just to show them. But they're like, we love it as is. Can we just take this with us today
That's awesome.
and pay you all the money? And I'm like,
Yes.
yes, that would be great. That would be
You can
great.
make this much money.
That's awesome.
Chase, what's one easy change you made that had a big impact on sales?
Well, it was subtle, but Ryan and I both realized as these albums are flying off the shelves, let's tick them up $100.
Nice.
Let's actually stop shipping for free. Let's add the $10 shipping.
Nice.
And in our high, seniors are kind of a, big event moments, but in our dog day event, January through March, it's a little bit more of a turnover. They're half-hour sessions. They're quick. There's a lot of them. And shipping for $10 every single time was adding
Adds
up.
up.
So that was one thing that we added. And then every other year, we may raise the price $50 on the session fee. And if you go off-site location, because we're very fortunate that you can stay in studio and get the most variety in Stillwell. But if you want to go down to the Nelson, you want to go down to the Rose Garden or downtown Kansas City, it's another $50 add-on. So just these little bitty things add up in the long run.
It's value. It's kind of valuing your time,
Time.
right?
Time is
and
money.
and it's setting priorities with the clients.
Yeah.
Hey, if you want to go off site, it's 50
Yeah.
extra bucks. If that's important to you, you'll pay the
Yeah.
50 extra bucks.
That's right.
So
I think you should answer, because you were doing this before I came along. So answer for you in the beginning.
Melissa, I had no life before
You
you,
were
came along.
nothing
I was
before me.
nothing before you.
No, but seriously,
Okay.
you built the business, obviously. So talk about that, and then I'll answer from my perspective on when we made our changes, probably.
But what if I say the wrong thing and it's not what you're going to
That'll
say?
be really
gonna
embarrassing
fix it
for
Then it's
you.
gonna be
No, it's not. No, they're going to be
Awkward.
different. That's the
It's going
point.
to call you
Oh.
out.
Yeah.
All right. So what's the one change we made that
Set
made a
up.
big difference in product sales? I will say the biggest change I made, and I can remember this vividly. When we first started IPS, I had no samples on the wall. Then slowly, I put one of those huge 16 by 24s on the wall. And guess what I was selling the most of? 16 by 24s.
Yep.
Then as I grew my business, because we started in my basement, I eventually put a 30-40 on the wall. And it was, to me, it was huge.
Yeah.
But the minute I put it on the wall, I started selling more 30 by 40s. And so I guess the takeaway here from this is the change I made was actually putting on the wall what I wanted to sell, and it made it easy to show clients, hey, it's this right here behind me, and then that helped sell it without me really having to push it.
Give them that option.
Yeah.
Rye has a great idea. Here we are showing you pictures on a 75-inch flat screen. here's the 20-inch down here.
Right.
Here's a 30 over here. Next to it, well, that doesn't look that. I want to go bigger.
Right.
I want the option.
We've all had those conversations with clients where they're like, we're just going to get a bunch of 8x10s, and you're like, if you walk up to a plain wall and put an 8x10 up there, it looks fucking ridiculous, right? So that's the goal. Is if you for all you photographers watching, ultimately put it up on the wall, and that's what you'll sell.
We next to it have a fake faux mantle. It's a fireplace, but on that we have the big 40, and then we've decorated around
that's
it.
Brilliant.
And it just looks homey.
Yeah.
But it's like, oh, that's a 14? What is that?
Yeah.
That's a 14.
Yeah. It's 11 by 14. Yeah. It's 11 by 14.
Let's go a little bigger than that.
It's a 30 by 60. All right. Sorry. Can't. Family show. Sorry. Trying to be good. All right. Trying to be better.
Okay. Yeah. When we updated our pricing, I think it was in 2019 for the first time.
In a long time.
Yeah. I mean, we've updated it every year since, but that was the first big switch. And it was, we were giving away too much in our bottom package. And too many people were gravitating to the middle package and not even considering the top.
Yeah.
Because it was either the middle or the bottom.
Right.
And one more thing is caring about the way you look if you're the one selling.
Yep.
And I got really lazy for about 3 weeks, and I was like, I'm not doing my makeup. I'm not getting dressed up. I'm so tired. We were it's disgusting.
Good.
I know.
Granola.
So crunchy.
so
She went crunchy. She went crunchy.
She went
Yes.
crunchy.
No, I just went like.
Thank God you're back.
Yeah. I think if you're trying to sell a luxury product and a luxury experience, you have to dress the part, unfortunately. For lazy
I don't think
people
that's
like me.
unfortunately. I think that's a great point.
It is. It made it. I mean, our sales plummeted for 2 weeks. Like, no, I'm not kidding. I was coming
She's
home and I'm
we
like,
were almost homeless.
we almost
We're in a
had to
garbage
lose-
bag?
We almost
What were
lost
you
everything.
doing?
Yeah.
No,
I don't believe it.
no, it was like where our
Anyway, I think
average.
it's a fair-
Let me finish.
Oh,
It was
sorry.
our average was that $3,500 sale for seniors, and the seniors coming in for that 2 week window when I was super lazy was like $200.
Yeah.
And that I remember coming back and being like, it was another $200 sale.
Right.
They're like, what is going on? I'm like, it's me.
Ours is definitely if they cry, they buy, and we put music to every slideshow.
Absolutely.
And I gear it toward that particular event.
If they cry,
they buy. That's
It's
my
real.
wife.
It's real.
She's the
That's
sweet
a
one,
new
but she is a
tagline.
dagger right there,
Yeah.
man.
Yes.
Well, I can't top if they cry, they buy.
Yeah.
I
We
think
need to move on.
We need T-shirts with that.
There's one more thing I've done since then, since just changing IPS and doing all the packages and stuff. And the last couple years, I started to. So you would get your clients that come in and they're like between the middle and top package, right? Well, my sales are usually based on the number of images instead of like the number of pages or anything like that. They usually cull them down, right? And they have a really hard time. So sometimes when they come in, they're kind of stuck in that middle package for reasons of, say, finance or whatever, or my husband says I can only spend this much. And they're like, I'm having a hard time getting down to 20 images, but I can't afford this up here. So the way I do it, I have 40 images in my top package and 20 images included in an album in my middle package. So if they start to where they're like, oh, I'm really struggling, and I just, I see them wrestling with it, and I'm like, well, I do have an a la carte option to add 5 images to any album for $350. And so that kind of gives them the mentality of, you know what, I can do that because technically I'm still in this middle package, so I'm still where I promised my husband I would be or whatever.
Just a little bit more.
Just a little bit more. And that $350,
Yeah. Oh,
that's
sure.
that covers the
Yeah.
album for me,
Yeah.
and then some.
For
so
just
it's
a
like
few more images. Yeah.
and then it's like cost me almost nothing to
That's
do
cool.
that except edit a few more images.
Yeah.
Why
Yep.
not? And then if they're already in the top package and they're having a hard time getting down to 40, they're like, oh, what the hell, I'm already in the top package, so
Exactly.
let's throw 350 on there. And I've had even them stack that all the way up to 100 images
Wow.
before in a family session.
You only go by 5s?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I started with 10,
Yeah.
and it just seemed like it was giving too much.
Yeah.
So I was like, let's do 5s, and then 350, and that's kind of, I've seen a lot of people jump for that, and it's just a nice little woohoo.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Seriously,
that's cool.
easy money.
That is.
All right. So Chase, when it comes to products, packages, a la carte, I know you have a different philosophy.
Yeah.
I know. But what's your strategy when it comes to bundling products? What do you guys do over at Rock?
No set packaging, no minimum order, and we never, as I said, delete. I know that's weird, but I want every walk of life to come in and say, I can spend what I can spend. I can only have this budget. That's fine. But you know what? If you want to order more down the line, we can. And how many resales we'll have off of that? Because in that moment, they can only do so much. Or we allow them to spend the, hey, thousands of dollars. Here's this framed, already set up, ready to roll. But then when we have The mini sessions, that is kind of isolated in seasons. Then we give them the packages. But that's when we say the rights are normally this on a full session. But on the mini sessions, package D is actually half off the normal price of the rights. And it might include a portrait.
Right.
Boom. And it's like instantly they jump to that because it was only a 30-minute session and I just can't narrow it down. And that package is only a couple hundred. So that helps us in the mini sessions. But when it comes to seniors, it is just, buy this big ticket item, buy an album, buy a portrait, your reservation fee goes toward it. And then after that, the smaller table sizes are discounted. So then they can just add on.
So your lead in is an album.
Oh, yeah, always. Yeah.
Okay.
It's easy. Yeah.
Alyssa?
No, this is your, you built
I feel like
our
you're
packages.
just keep pushing this back
But
to me.
I mean, I shouldn't be the one talking about the package
You're in the
system you
sales
built.
room.
I
You're-
know.
you're in the sales
I mean, okay, so we are 100% package based. We offer a la carte. We follow the method of punish bad behavior. We don't want them to go a la carte. So our gift sizes are $50 for a single 8x10.
And that's all relative, by the way. Like, so $50, if I'm in New York City, they're like, well, I'm going to go a la carte,
Yeah.
right? Because it's inexpensive. So it's all relative to your
Yeah.
region. What we've done over the years is just priced a la carte high enough that it causes a little bit of mental pain, right?
Right.
Yep.
I don't want you there. I want you in the package.
Right.
Yeah.
And I think you've mentioned this before, but we do offer digital only. If they want to come in and pay us $2,000,
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, I have
Right.
no
That's
cost
great.
of goods,
Yeah.
and-
Yeah.
but I'm not selling digital files for $4.99.
No.
No.
That's not going to happen. So we're a package-based studio.
Small, medium, large.
Small, medium, large is how we run it through. So we're not giving you a large print in the base package. We're not giving you the digital files in the base package. You're going to get small prints, medium-sized prints, and then in the top you'll get kind of all the bells and whistles.
And what we changed in our middle package for seniors and families, specifically portraits, the digitals are not included like they are in our top package, but you can buy them for $5.99. So it's a discounted rate for the
So
digitals.
once you get here,
Yeah.
you can add on that for a little bit less.
Instead of
Yeah.
$2,000, they're $5.99.
Yeah.
Yep.
And that's a big pull-through for us.
Yep.
Yeah.
Jenny, what's your strategy when it comes to product sales?
About the same, honestly.
Hey, just so you know, you can't keep saying they're the
I
same.
can say that.
Yeah,
I can
that's
say
all
what
I'm
I want to
saying.
say.
Jenny, what do you do?
At the mic.
Same.
That's all you
So,
say the whole episode.
Same.
Yep.
No, it's very similar in the structure.
Just do me a favor, so I can make fun of you later. Can you just look in that camera and just say the same?
The same.
Yeah, that's going to get used for sure.
It should be. I hope it is. I hope we see it. So similar.
So- Whoa! No kidding.
Groundbreaking.
Believe it or not, I know. Hold your butts for that. So anyway, it's the same kind of structure with the three. I do packages, I do a la carte, but yeah, the main goal is to have them look at the a la carte and say, ew. So they kind of want to go toward packages. And I let them know up front, there's no minimum spend. Come in, if you hate them all, you can leave. I'm just like that. So I said, that holds me to a standard. So
Yeah.
up front, they're like, okay. Yeah, I put their trust in me early because, again, and I tell my husband this all the time, if I dress him, if you look bad, I look bad.
Yeah.
So you come in here, if you hate them all, you can leave. You're not required to spend anything. But yeah, I have packages set up.
How'd
where
your husband get dragged into this?
I don't know.
How is
'Cause
his
if
the
you
way,
look bad,
how
I
is the
look
way
bad.
he dresses concerning?
He's a gorgeous man. I have to make
He's
sure
a
to dress
gorgeous
him.
man.
He's a gorgeous man. So we make sure
I can
he
attest.
looks-
I've seen him. He's quite handsome.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
A gorgeous man.
I can't say gorgeous, but
You
I can say he's
can.
handsome.
Yeah, you
he's a
can.
handsome
He's
man.
a handsome
He's a
man.
handsome gentleman.
Yes, he is.
All right.
Okay, back to what we're
You don't
talking
even know
I
what
don't
you're
know.
talking about, Jen.
Packages.
I'm gonna,
No, packages
you're
are
done.
packages.
Listen, I'm gonna throw you a curveball,
Average
Jen.
packages
The
is what
same.
we're going for, but if they go, up to the top package, hooray! And then if they start buying that too often, which there's no such thing as too often, but then you start, raising price on that. So I haven't really tweaked a lot in the last couple of years with pricing.
Yeah.
But if the cost of goods start going up with the albums and some of the edge wall artwork as it has, I've had to go up $100, $200, stuff like that. But that's about-
That's a fair thing to talk about too. Over the years, photographers get tripped up on where do I start with pricing. My goal when I started out, especially, I'll talk weddings for a second. When I went to my first bridal show, this was in St. Louis. Gosh, maybe 2006, 2007 time period. I think my base package was like $7.99, then it was $14.99, and maybe $29.99, going off memory. But I went to that first bridal show. I booked 14 weddings, and I left that bridal show, and I'm like, I'm priced too cheap. I should not be booking that many weddings. So what I started doing early in my career is every 5 weddings I booked, I would raise my package prices by $500. until I got to the price point that I'm at today, and then they've kind of leveled off. So I think that's a good way if you're watching and you go like, where do I start? Hey man, if you're selling your top package all the time, raise your prices a couple of $100. You did something similar with like albums and add-on fees. So I think that's good advice for everybody. All right, Jen, we're going to throw you a little curveball here. We're not going to let you go last so you can say same.
Here we go.
How do you train your clients to see the value in printed products when they're used to everything living on their iPhone?
I don't know, the word is train, but I mean, you can't deny when you put something in front of someone, you don't have to sell it, it sells itself. Like when they're able to see something that they've never seen before, that they can't order from like Shutterfly or, you know, one of those labs out there just printing
one of those
awful
other
garbage.
labs.
Those awful garbage
Yeah.
labs. And that's fine, those are consumer labs, and I do say there's a place for those as well. So I don't start dissing other labs.
Yeah,
out
don't
there.
diss the other labs.
I do not
Jen.
do that. That is not.
Okay.
You put
That's
words in
not
her
classy.
mouth.
I'm not. Look, I'm just trying to
Okay.
keep the show on track.
All right.
He
Yeah.
said
You're doing
same.
great.
He
Yeah.
said same.
Yeah.
Similar.
Similar.
So
Similar.
similar. So, as far as training my clients, no, consults. If they're a little uneasy about, well, I don't know, you know, if this really holds the value that, you know, the price. And again, I do tell my clients up front, you know, my average client spends about $1,500, but you know, if there's no requirement,
Right.
so they see that and they kind of like, well, is this worth it? So I'll invite them over for a consult sometimes, and that's fine too. But yeah, when they come in and they see the albums, the stuff on the walls, the prints, they're just like, oh, you're like a real photographer, and this really, like my heart and soul is in it. You know, they can tell that, and that I am offering something that's not just about money. I'm offering something that they get to keep and pass down. Like the value in that itself,
It's generational.
it really is.
Yeah.
And I truly believe in that. And since I've switched over to IPS, it really has meant a lot more to me to do what I do and have this career. So
That's awesome.
and I think, you know, and I'm just being honest, I'm not salesy. I'm a terrible salesman. So when I just talk about it to them, they see it. They're like, "Jeez."
Yeah,
Not
people
just
can
blowing
smell.
smoke,
People
yeah.
can smell that a mile away.
Yes, they can.
Yeah. Alyssa, other than getting our clients drunk, what's your process for getting them to see value in the printed products?
Alcohol definitely
That's
helps.
Alcohol helps. All right.
I
Well,
mean-
that's the takeaway, everybody.
Yeah. No.
Super ethical.
Seeing the value, I think as long as you can put the product in their hand, they can automatically tell the difference between something they can get at Walgreens or something they're getting from a professional. But getting them off of digital is usually the pinch point, I guess, in the sales room. And what's worked for me is like, talk to me about what your goal is with the digital files. Are you wanting to print these as gifts for people, or are you wanting to just post it on Instagram?
Yeah.
Because we have
Yes.
a mobile app. You can have the digital files if that's what you're looking for. We have a Facebook posting that we offer. So it's not just, I think people hear digital and they think they need this like full raw files, all the files, and it's just not that.
Yeah, I love when we have clients ask us for raw files.
I know.
I will add to that. There's something we say to our clients where, you know, I think it just at least drives the point home. We say we are a full service studio. Yeah. And I think that's important because if you're positioning yourself, and it's just in the language you're using with your clients when they call in, right? Like, and they say we want digital, like, hey, we offer digital as an option, but we are a full service studio. We want to give you something that is archival that you're going to have for generations to come. And I think when you present it that way, they may not all like it and buy it or sign up with us, but at least gets them thinking differently.
And then they're not your client.
Right.
You know,
Ultimately, it's okay to not be my client.
We set that standard. We are who we are, and this is what we offer. This is what we do, and that's why we do it. We mostly prefer consultations, especially with seniors, because I don't like the price hunters. Well, so-and-so down the road, well, that's so-and-so.
Yeah.
You can go ahead and go say hi to so-and-so. But 9 times out of 10, we've had people come to us that have done that route, and they'll call and they go, we went with it, and my daughter was happy. She got all the digitals, but we didn't do anything with them, and she hated them.
Right.
I go, well, here's the deal. You're not going to hate them, but come in the consultation. And that way they walk in, our dogs greet them in the door, music's playing, Ryan and I are hanging out. They see it on the wall, the tangible thing. They go, and that sets you apart with, wow, they're legit. They have the product that's amazing. And say, well, yeah, the Facebook, everything you order, if you ordered our order, you have this amount of Facebook. Well, that's all I get. And I've literally looked at people, well, do you go through your friends' 80 pictures they post on Instagram?
so
No one cares. I mean, I don't want to say that. They care, but they don't. Less is more. And so they realize that feed's going to disappear, but that's going to be on the wall forever.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's your pull through. All right, everybody. Well, thank you. We're going to put a bow on the first ever blank canvas episode. I almost screwed that up, but it's a new show, so I've got some latitude as we go with that. But thank you for watching. Special thanks to H&H for bringing us all together and sponsoring something like this. I think it's highly educational to hear different people's perspectives and viewpoints now more than ever, I will say. So hopefully we've inspired you to think a little bit differently. We'll see you in the next episode.